There is a simple 12-minute test that quietly separates women whose style works after 60 from women whose closets work against them. Most women have never heard of it. It costs nothing, it requires nothing new, and yet it can tell you, with surprising honesty, why getting dressed has started to feel harder than it used to. I call it the five-piece test, and stylists use versions of it all the time with private clients. Today, I'm going to walk you through it step by step so you can do it at home this week. But first, let me describe a feeling you may know well. You stand in front of a full closet and feel a strange kind of fog. Nothing is exactly wrong, but nothing feels right either. You used to get dressed easily, now it takes longer, and the result satisfies you less. And somewhere in the back of your mind, a small voice whispers that maybe it's your age or your body or that style simply left you at some point. I want to stop that voice right here. It is not your age, it is not your body, and it is certainly not a lack of taste. What actually happens to most wardrobes over the years is silent drift. Pieces accumulate, life changes, colors stop agreeing with each other, and fits shift quietly, and no one ever teaches us to check. We service our cars once a year. We see the dentist, the doctor, the optician, but the closet we open every single morning, never inspected. The five-piece test is that inspection, and it takes about 12 minutes once a year. Here's my promise for the next few minutes. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to run the test, what each of the 5 checks reveals, and how to fix what you find, using what you already own, without spending a fortune. And stay until the 5th check, because it's the one almost everyone fails the first time. And it's also the one that explains why you can own 100 garments and still have nothing to wear. Before we begin, the setup is simple. Go to your closet and pull out the 5 pieces you wear most often. Not your favorites in theory, the ones that actually leave the house with you week after week. For most women, that's something like a pair of trousers, a sweater or two, a shirt, maybe a dress or a jacket. Lay them on the bed where you can see them all at once. Those 5 pieces are your real wardrobe. Everything else is commentary. Now we test them. Astuce 1, the honesty check. Do these 5 pieces still fit the woman you are today? Pick up the first piece and ask one question, kindly but honestly. Does this fit my body as it is today? Not the body I had at 50, not the body I hope to have after the summer, today. Here's the hidden problem. Our most worn pieces are usually our oldest, because comfort builds habit. And over the years, a quiet mismatch creeps in. Trousers that now pull at the waist and force you to hold your breath. A shirt whose shoulder seams have slid down your arm. A sweater that has stretched into shapelessness. The elegant principle is this. Fit is the foundation of everything. A perfectly fitted, inexpensive piece will always look better than an expensive one that fights your body. Too tight reads as uncomfortable. Too loose erases your silhouette and adds years for no reason. So examine each of your 5 pieces in the mirror. Look at 3 points. The shoulder seam, it should sit at the edge of your shoulder. The waist, you should be able to breathe and sit freely. And the hem, trousers should break cleanly on the shoe, not puddle. If a piece fails, don't throw it out yet, write it down. Many fit problems cost very little at a tailor, a shortened hem, an adjusted waist, a taken-in seam. Those few dollars are the best style investment a woman over 60 can make. And there's an emotional reward hiding here. When your everyday pieces truly fit, you stop adjusting, tugging, and checking all day. You simply stand taller. But fit is only the first check, because a piece can fit beautifully and still be quietly working against you. That's where the second check comes in. Astuce 2, the mirror light check. Does this color serve your face? Take each piece and hold it directly under your chin, in daylight if possible, in front of a mirror. Now look, not at the garment, at your face. Here's the mistake almost everyone makes. We choose colors on the hanger, in store lighting, based on whether we like the color. But a color you love and a color that loves you back are 2 different things. Some shades brighten the eyes and even out the skin. Others cast shadows, emphasize fatigue, and dull the complexion, especially as our natural coloring softens over the years. The principle: near the face, the color works for you or against you. There is no neutral. The test is simple. Under your chin, does your skin look rested or tired? Do your eyes look brighter or flatter? You'll often discover that one of your 5 most worn pieces, usually a top, is quietly draining your face every time you wear it. The fix doesn't require abandoning the color. If a beloved sweater fails the test, move the color away from your face. Wear it with a scarf in a flattering tone, or shift that color to trousers or a skirt where it can't cast shadows upward. Spend 2 minutes on this check, and you'll learn more about your best colors than from any seasonal color chart, because you're testing your actual face against your actual clothes. And when your everyday tops flatter your face, people start saying you look well instead of you look tired. A small change with a very large emotional return. Now, with fit and color checked, the third test looks at something sneakier: time. Astute 3, the timestamp check. Does this piece say today or 15 years ago? Look at each piece and ask, if a stranger saw only this garment, what year would she guess? This check is delicate, so let me be precise about what it is not. It is not about chasing trends, and it is absolutely not about dressing younger. Classic pieces, a white shirt, a straight trouser, a navy blazer, are timeless and pass this test forever. What we're looking for are the small details that quietly date a garment: a lapel cut from another era, a washed out fabric, embellishments that were fashionable for one season 15 years ago, a silhouette that the eye now reads as old rather than classic. The principle: elegance lives in the present tense. A woman over 60 in current, simple pieces looks intentional. The same woman in dated pieces looks like she stopped paying attention, even when nothing else changed. Examine each piece for those timestamps: the hardware, the wash, the cut, the print. If a piece fails, ask whether a small update saves it: modern hemline, removed shoulder pads, simpler buttons, or whether it has simply served its time and earned a grateful goodbye. Be gentle with yourself here. Finding dated pieces in your top 5 doesn't mean you lost your style. It means those pieces were so comfortable they outstayed their welcome. Replacing even one of them with a current, simple equivalent refreshes everything it touches. And speaking of pieces touching each other, that's exactly what the fourth check measures. And it's where most closets reveal their biggest crack. Before we get there, if you'd like help with what comes after the test, knowing exactly which combinations to build from the pieces that pass, the Effortless Elegance Guide can help. It gives you simple, ready-to-wear outfit formulas built from basic pieces you most likely already own, so you can get dressed beautifully without overthinking it. You'll find the link in the pinned comment or the QR code on screen. Now, the fourth check. Astuce 4, the friendship check. Do these 5 pieces work with each other? Lay your 5 pieces side by side on the bed and ask, how many complete outfits can these 5 make together? Count honestly. Here's the hidden problem this reveals. Many women own 5 lovely pieces that are strangers to each other. The trousers only work with one specific top, which isn't in the 5. The dress needs a jacket you rarely wear. Each piece was bought separately, loved separately, and lived separately. 5 pieces, 2 outfits, and a daily puzzle. The principle: a wardrobe is not a collection of clothes. It's a network of relationships. The most elegant women you know aren't working with more pieces. They're working with pieces that all speak the same language, usually built on a base of 3 or 4 neutral tones: navy, beige, cream, camel, soft gray. When your 5 most worn pieces share that language, they should produce 8, 10, even 12 combinations, enough for 2 weeks of effortless mornings. So count your combinations. If your 5 pieces make fewer than 5 outfits, you've found the real reason getting dressed feels hard, and the fix is wonderfully cheap. Your next purchases should be chosen specifically to connect what you already own. A neutral blazer that works over everything. A straight trouser that anchors every top. One bridge piece can unlock 4 new outfits overnight. That's the moment a wardrobe stops being a pile and becomes a system. Which brings us to the final check, the one almost everyone fails, and the one that ties the whole test together. Astuce 5, the tomorrow morning check. Could you dress for your real life in 60 seconds? Here is the last and most revealing check. Look at your 5 pieces and your calendar for the coming week: the lunch, the walk, the appointment, the family visit, perhaps one more elegant outing, and ask, could I dress for each of those moments in under a minute, using mostly these pieces? Without thinking, be honest. Most women say no, and that single no explains the morning fog better than anything else. You own clothes, but you don't own decisions. The principle, elegance after 60, isn't created in the morning rush. It's created in advance, calmly, once. So finish the test like this. Take 10 of the 12 minutes you've spent and build 3 to 5 complete outfits from your tested pieces. Add the finishing details now, not later: the scarf, the belt, the watch, the structured bag, the comfortable but elegant shoe. Photograph each outfit with your phone. Name them after your real life: the lunch outfit, the walk outfit, the appointment outfit. From tomorrow morning, you don't create. You choose from looks you already know succeed. The fog lifts. And here's the quiet beauty of it. The women who seem effortlessly elegant every day aren't luckier or richer than you. They've simply made these decisions once. Now you have 2. Repeat the full test once a year. Many women like to do it each spring, and your closet will never silently drift against you again. So let's bring it home. 12 minutes, 5 pieces, 5 honest questions. Does it fit the woman I am today? Does the color serve my face? Does it say, today, do my pieces work together, and could I dress for my real life in 60 seconds? None of it requires money. None of it requires being someone you're not. Elegance after 60 was never about perfection or spending. It's about knowing yourself, respecting yourself, and keeping the small details of daily life in quiet working order. Your style didn't leave you. It was just waiting for an honest 12 minutes. Now I'd love to hear from you. Which of the 5 checks do you suspect your closet would fail first? The fit, the color, the timestamp, the friendship between pieces, or the 60-second warning? Tell me in the comments. I read everyone and I love replying. If this video helped you, give it a like, subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next, and save this video. You'll want it the day you run your own test. And share it with a friend whose closet deserves an honest 12 minutes too. Take care of yourself with intention, and I'll see you very soon.